there to really just keep the boat steady. Is just going to be able to play those team fights out. Going forwards is certainly something the Bliss are going to do. Brawl makes that harder.
That's what he does, you know, tag up every opposition. Give your teammates then easy avenue to goes back as well. Raes was not stopping that recall anytime soon. Clear objective of mine that we are going for this fight. Once we have a fairly even state. Doesn't get easier here in the mid lane, does it?
Not at all. It's almost frustrating to watch, however.
Oh, look at that!
Oh my god!
Kisee! It's something special, it's something cute, it's something denied! First blood there. As I tell you what, these mid laners are putting on an absolute clinic.
They push them back, just staunch them out of the area. And Bliss, they will be able to secure this one. It seems like, I don't know if Chiefs will get here in time. 2,000 health.
It's low.
They weasel their way in. It's gone.
It is just gone. Aladoric flashes but gets dragged back in. He's got no mana. The door went down. He's in trouble. Turns around. Moonlight Vigil, green weapon, stun them up, tag them down and find a kill. That's what they'll do. 280 carries right now on the board. Phenomenal flash from Babip. He wasn't going to die to that one.
One of the best of 5 series we've ever seen. Game 5 was Chiefs winning in 15 minutes.
They'd had enough.
But the first 4 were insane. Kisee staunching here, gets jumped on.
He's in a lot of trouble, but he can turn around with a bit of self-sustain. Decides actually just to use the ultimate to get him out of harm's way. So they say, okay, you want to die instead? Instead, we find lived.
He's
Massive
alive.
ultimate, he's lived! Just out of range of that Moonlight Vigil. Out goes the hook, jumps up his Benvi. And that is Babip's clone that will not expire anytime soon. The feathers go out, and the rip back cannot be found. And as the dust settles, it's only 1 kill.
The longest bar.
Oh, Babip not taking any chances with that one. Forced the flash away from the Nautilus hook. They are still the first ones in this river. Looking at the second Herald and starting off the fight. Aladoric is the target. Hook guarantees it. In jumps Daystar, stunned, but he finds that kill. It's Zyre actually that confirms it, but he dies because he's in melee range. It's a melee composition from Chiefs. This is how they flourish. leemas is next on the chopping block. And Chiefs said, you're in our face. You're not allowed to do that. That's disrespectful.
And the Chiefs just pick on this carpet.
Yeah, keeping up pace with the solo liners, right? That's what you want to see. All in now onto leemas. He has no ultimate, has to burn that cleanse. Has no flash as well. It's a bait, it's a target, it's a kill. Raes wants it, he needs it. He's trying so desperately to find it, but he's managed to limp away. Red and white just too strong. leemas also sharing a very similar fate. These 80 carries will leave the rest of the job to their teammates.
I mean, Whynot dies on the side as well. The Chiefs doing all of the right things to stay in this one, and their squad is so strong when Raes is ahead as well. 105, getting towards that second item. When those team fights happen, just keep your eyes peeled on the ADC of the Chiefs because he can put in work.
Critically though, both these 80 carries do not have a flash available for them. Out goes the stolen explosive cast, in goes the attempt to snipe out Whynot, now into the death form. The Requiem, can it be utilized? The headbutt is successful by Shelly. Forces out at least 1 TP. Kisee's here now from the mid lane. And they found what they needed. They've drawn their attention elsewhere. They've denied them from getting that easy picking on a potential soul point.
They don't clear the ward, they don't get control. Aladoric uses the ult, they're looking for the fight.
They certainly are, but who's the target? The explosive cast tries to separate them. The hijack one does just that as well. Babip's found the angle. Whynot's going to concede his life in a very dangerous spot. The aftermath, the damage that could come from that afterlife could be enough. Shut down found there by leemas. He's removed Babip, who had the angle, quite honestly, but he didn't have the damage to back him up after.
And just really nice. I'm getting some health back off this blue buff as well. The
Baron's
fight could happen.
And Benvi tries to play zone D, but he's just dead before the fight really starts. Moonlight Vigil on a one-man ult. It's like, you're not allowed to do that, Baron. Even if it is a fight, it's like a battle of better shot calling. Who's got the more consistent idea as to how to try and close this one out, the better strategy, the better understanding of the game state. Because on reset, we run straight back to that Baron pit. In comes Babip on a deep flank with a Hexgate. Whynot knocks him up. Kisee goes in and kills Whynot in the afterlife. He's going to chuck out that Requiem, but it's just completely nullified.
Yeah, the locket just prevents all damage from it completely. You can see the base coming through from Kisee. He's got the teleport so he can come in on a flank, pulling him into the Baron pit. Bliss contesting.
In they jump, Featherstorm starts it off. They try and knock back Benvi as he goes onto Kisee. leemas, last minute cleanse. Aladoric super low, as is he! Death by the spit of a Baron, and that's a massive shutdown either way. Benvi there stuffing up in the lane into BioPanther. It's a hollow threat. I mean, really, That's not the target you're after, and he'll turn his attention instead on towards Kisee, who says, I'll jump out, but then jump back in. Babip with a two-man cyclone, there is the clone afterwards. Goes golden, resurrecting, shutdown found. 1-for-1 so far, that's what you need. Even state, but Team Bliss is fighting. There is the Featherstorm, there is the rip back, there is the double! That's what you need! If you want to bring it to a game 5, you need moments of miracles.
And Bliss stand and deliver. The Requiem comes through, and Babip is dead to rights. A fourth member falls. And they have
this is scary.
25 seconds until the carries are alive.
This is very scary.
How much can they take?
They are going to definitely try. You wouldn't put it past them. Inside the base they go. 25 seconds. Make it 18 now.
Do they commit to the play? They're committing.
On towards Nexus turret number 1. BioPanther has to try and trim this wave as best as he can. He has no ultimate. Second one goes out, knocks them all up. Aladoric in. They start jumping
across. They're all in on the edge.
They really want this. It's do or die. They're on to number 2. It's an exposed Nexus.
They can't do it.
They're dying. They're wiping. And they're running away. Lived.
They're chasing him.
He's trying as much as he can. Raes will not allow it.
And Kisee's gone to top lane with teleport. A second teleport will follow Bliss. They just threw everything on the mid lane push.
Man.
There is an open Nexus, but there is not a game that is over just yet. You can believe in game 5s, but they couldn't execute. Chiefs held on way too well, and look at them push.
They've tried so hard, but I think they've been enough more than they can chew.
20 seconds now for the Chiefs. Do they go for the same play?
It's looking likely. They're going to go for their second inhibitor inside the base of Bliss. Now, Deja Vu knocking on those Nexus
Chiefs
turrets.
have done it.
Number 1, number 2, Chiefs are going to do it. They are your back-to-back champions. Welcome to the new era of Chiefs dominance.